Welcome back to How It's Made. If you're in the mood to light a cozy fire, there's no longer any need to put on your coat and boots and trudge through the snow to the outdoor woodshed. Nowadays, you can buy a box of man-made logs. The environmentally friendly brands pollute less and are safer for your chimney. And it means a lot less hassle for you. These artificial logs are made entirely of compressed sawdust. Their moisture content is less than 9%, compared to 30% in real firewood. The compression and dryness combined makes these man-made logs easier to light than real ones. They don't throw sparks while burning, and they produce 300% more heat than real firewood. The high temperature burns up the gases better, so the logs emit up to 50% fewer pollutants. And they produce fewer ashes and far less creosote, a highly flammable tar that's a natural byproduct of wood burning. Creosote buildup in a flue can cause a chimney fire. The sawdust comes from pure natural hardwood, mostly oak and maple. The log company buys it from factories that make hardwood flooring. As the sawdust is clean and the log factory doesn't add chemicals, it's safe to cook over the fire. The moisture content is so low because the wood it came from has already been dried in huge ovens to make the flooring. The sawdust arrives in different consistencies, so the first step is to put it through a grinder to make the particles uniform in size. The next step is the key one: compression. At a rate of 2,500 kilograms per hour, an air-blowing system moves the sawdust from the grinder directly into a compression machine. The machine is a giant cylinder with a piston that moves inside. The piston compresses the sawdust using extreme high pressure, 1,400 kilograms per square centimeter. The result is a 12-meter-long compressed sawdust log. Unlike some other brands of artificial logs, this one contains no binding agents, which can pollute the air. The secret to making the sawdust stick together is the high compression. The intense heat it creates bonds the natural resins in the sawdust. As the log exits the compression machine, a cutter shapes a flat edge. This is a safety feature. With the flat edge on the bottom, the logs are easier to stack in the recommended 3-log configuration, and they don't roll out of position. Now a guillotine chops the 12-meter log into 40 smaller logs, each one 30 centimeters long. A separator pulls them apart. The company also produces a 27-centimeter log. The logs drop onto a conveyor belt that leads to the packaging area. The factory boxes its logs with instructions and 2 fire starters. The starters are made of sawdust and candle wax, much more effective than using newspapers to get the fire going. Other artificial logs can break easily because they're less dense. But not these ones. The high density of this company's logs translates into more burning time. 3 logs will keep your fireplace alight for about 3 hours, by which time that fella's hand might have stopped aching.